Yeah, just come down to the station, and any of the lads is here, just ask them, you want to be a crew member? Yes, have a bit chit chat, show them around the boat, just have a, little look around and just explain to them what the boat does, what we do. We go out there to save lives. We put our lives at risk to save other people's lives.
Any sort of requirements in this, Mark? Age, fitness, that type of thing?
Yeah, 2 arms and 2 legs is always useful. Generally we're looking for people who are willing to be part of the team. Don't necessarily have to have any experience, it's the team that counts in the end.
What about age though? Somebody asked me about age because there was a 69-year-old pensioner who asked us the other day, can I go and be a volunteer on the lifeboat?
Well, we'll always have a position for everyone, but you still have to be fit enough to be able to put up with the rigours of going out in the North Sea in the middle of winter in a gale of wind. But
you see,
I can use everyone.
I said I'd go out on that thing, and not so long ago, our Jackie, who's the promotions manager down here, went out with you, and I believe she fell off the ladder, didn't she?
Yeah, only when we got back and we were tied up.
Yeah, when you were it's not even as though she were out to sea at the time, was it?
No, she wasn't, but where is she?
Bless. She's over there working her little socks off. So all we want to say to everybody in Radio Land at the moment, if you want to donate, you can donate because there is one of those donation sites where you just go onto it, just type in Samuel J. Or if you want to find out a little bit more about what we do down here, just go onto Facebook and find the Blyth Mining and Maritime and Mining Museum, home of the Samuel J, and all the information is up there. I think you can download the application forms now as well. So if you know anybody who wants to be a lifeboat person, that's where to look. Right, I believe you guys are now going to go and set sail. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Filming or taking a picture? Both. I'm just like, when you film, I'm just sitting there smiling at you.
It's doing both actually.
Beach Hut Radio. The throwback.
Oh, well, the lifeboat Samuel J is sailing out on its journey. They're doing boat trips today.
This is Beach Hut Radio. Radio at the heart of your community. Your station, your music, your voice.
Right. About. on the steering, just try and go for your bow line next time. Yeah, really good.
Was it really good?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you feel seasick at all?
No, not at all.
Good.
Way
good,
better
good.
done.
I did it, it was brilliant.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
was brilliant, good. Hello there, did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
You didn't feel seasick at all?
No.
Oh, I think you liked it, didn't you? I can see that.
Harbour, Samuel here. We are just heading to the river again on the long trip.
I'll go the other way. Just for a change, we'll go the other way.
How many knots does it actually go today?
Well, we've got to stick to the port regulations, so we're no more than 6.
Right.
So we might actually go a little bit quicker.
That's it, you see folks, we're sailing out to Blyth Harbour, going to take a little cruise, and we're on board the all-weather Volunteers Lifeboat crew. That's a solitaire in front of there. No, sorry, not the solitaire, it's the Norca Atlantis. How dare I get this wrong? Here's one of the crewmen and he's driving the boat out. How are you doing there then?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good, good, good. What's your name there? Give us
My
a name.
name's Mark.
How long have you been doing this then, Mark?
At sea or on this boat?
Ah, on this boat I would say.
On this boat since the beginning.
Wow.
When we first went and got it in last year, we went and got it from Cork. I was one of the people who went and got it.
Wow, really?
Turn that down.
So how long will it take you to drive it back?
6.5 days altogether.
6.5 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
And
we took it daytime only. We went
Right.
from Cork to Dublin, Dublin to Belfast, Belfast to Oban,
and what was
Oban to through the Caledonian Canal to Bucky.
what was the weather like in all this time that you were doing it? Then?
Caledonian Canal was very, very wet.
Oh God.
Torrential rain.
Wow.
Up the Irish Sea, beautiful. Beautiful
Wow, I bet it was. And I bet you see everything when you're on board here, don't you?
Yep.
I suppose they could call you the top man because you're on top, eh? So they could call you, you're on top of the boat, so I suppose you've got a right to earn your living as the top man. How about that then? We've just given him the Top Man Awards.
That's good.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And we're sailing away from Blyth Harbour.
I'm just going to go down to where the tall ship is. turn round and come back.
That's the No Atlantis. Been there for a few days now. What's its purpose of staying there, Mark?
He's just waiting. They're all waiting for work, basically.
Yeah.
This port is gradually advancing itself, becoming very, very popular for all the wind farm people,
Right.
the construction people. There's a new electric cable that's been laid between here and Norway.
Yeah.
A lot of them are working out of here. And these are the boats that will do that.
Right. So, what I'm thinking is, how did the tall ships get into this harbour, into this port, and turn round?
Oh, it's very easy. I'll show you in a minute.
Right.
We're not as big, but still do the same.
Yeah.
When the tall ships were here, they did have a couple of small tugs that were available for the bigger ships,
Right.
bigger boats. When they left, a couple of them were even good enough to go out on the sail.
So, when you get a call out,
Yeah.
and of course, you've got to go, whether it's raining, storming, thundering,
Yeah.
sunny, really wild.
Yes.
What's your thoughts when you go out there and think, oh God, we're going to risk our life as well?
You don't think of it that way.
You don't think about, you've got to think about saving that person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you're putting yourselves in danger of anything that's going out in there, you know, going out on wild seas and everything like the high stormy seas that we've had previously. And when you go there, is your hope to find that person or to find whatever's out there you've been called out as?
We always hope to find.
Is it 100% that you will get them?
It's never 100%.
Yeah.
But we won't. The effort will be 110%.
Wow.
We'll be there as long as we can.
So how many crews are on board at this moment?
At this moment, you've got five crews.
Yeah. And do they all have different jobs?
They do if we're going to be doing a proper drill or proper rescue at sea.
Yeah.
So we have different.
Right. So how many knots are you doing now then?
At the moment, we're actually doing 5.2 because I'm just slowing down.
5.2.
So I'm just slowing down so we can turn round.
Yeah.
And I'm
All
just
right.
going to pull back on that one. If you look closely at the pier, you can see where the waves are coming over the pier at the moment. It's a nice big sea out there.
You've got a good view up than here, haven't you?
Yes.
You've really got the best view, I would say.
But if we're going out in bad weather, we wouldn't be up here.
Yeah. And we've got another one up here. What's your name, sir?
Billy.
Wow. How long have you been on the... This is the happy one. This is what I call the happy one.
Oh, right.
Right, and he's got a different colour on, and what is the difference in the colours of the uniforms that you're wearing?
This is the dry suit.
The dry suit.
Yeah.
Are you going to get chucked in by any chance?
Everybody goes in.
Nobody falls in, because that's right. You're a crew that wants to save lives at sea, am I right?
Yep, correct.
Good. And I was just asking, you go out in all weather, so it doesn't matter if it's sunny, raining, hailstone. When you get that call, you immediately put on your suit and you're off.
Yep, right away.
That's right.
Yep.
What's the furthest you've been?
35 miles.
35 miles. Whereabouts was that then?
Straight east.
Yeah.
That was straight east of Blyth.
Right. And how long you been doing this yourself?
We have been doing this since 2007.
Wow. What made you do it? What were you doing before that?
I was a fisherman.
All right. And what made you do this then? This job? What's? I mean, it's all volunteers,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's all volunteers.
Yeah.
It's not a highly paid job, but it's volunteers,
Yeah.
and you give up your life
Yeah.
to save other people's lives.
That's correct.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And is it something you've always wanted to do? Does it run in your family?
No, I'm the only one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good for you.
I'm the only one. It's like where there was 9 lads. There was 9 of it. There was 6 lads and 3 lasses, but
Yeah.
my sister passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear
And
that.
my brother passed away just in November gone there.
Yeah.
But I'm the only one that's been at sea.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be a lifeguard in Blyth swimming baths.
I take it, when you become a volunteer
Yeah.
and you're going out to save lives, is it compulsory that you have to swim?
If I have to, yeah.
Right,
You don't
yeah.
have to. I mean, you could join the boat, if you can't swim, it makes no difference.
Yeah,
Because you've got life jackets on anyway.
that's true, yeah.
But I mean, it helps. But I mean, it's not. There's a lot of people I know who go away to sea on fishing trawlers on ships. I mean, they can't swim.
That's right. My brother was in the lifeboat and he couldn't swim, and we got frightened every time the pager went, you know.
Ah, yeah.
You know, he was, I think it was one of the ground crewmen, is that right? He was, he was a groundsman or something like
Yeah,
that, you know.
yeah, I think a fundraiser or something like that.
Well, to be honest with you, I can't swim either.
Oh, right.
But I'm in safe hands.
Yes,
I'm in
that's
safe
it.
hands,
Yep,
so
you're
I'm
right.
in the right
Yep,
place
you're
if
in
you're
the
going to
right
save
place.
my life. That's right.
You've got a life jacket on, you know, safety service houses.
Yes, I really do. Yep. Well, thank you for that today. Have a good trip around. As you can see all board, there is nobody on this boat without a life jacket on. Even I've got one on. They've given me a nice red one, a special one. I'm on top of the boat with the driver. As we turn around here, I will give him a little wave. There he is. Look, he's really happy at his job. And it's a lovely day. We're getting a lovely day for it. Mine, it could be a bit breezy on the sea, but it's not too bad actually. And as you can see, they're all wearing life jackets, so there's nobody on this boat without a life jacket. So we're in safe hands. And this is the all-weather volunteers, all volunteers, lifeboat.
First lifeboat exercise I ever went out on, I was 12.
Wow, 12-year-old?
That was in 1972.
And what were you doing on that then?
I was being used as the casualty.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't here. We lived in Southend then,
Right.
on the Thames. It was a massive exercise.
Were you one of the exercisees or?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So you were actually chucked in the deep end then?
Yes.
Yeah, literally.
Well, they sat in the Thames. You've got a load of navigation marks
Yeah.
on that around. And this exercise was Southend Station, which had 3 boats. Sheerness, which had 2 boats. Harwich and Margate, all 4 boats stations were involved. We went for. They put me on Sea Reach 1 buoy, which is right in the middle of the Thames estuary. And I sat on the buoy for 5 hours. Well, they pretended to try and find me.
What? You actually sat on a buoy for 5 hours in the sea?
Yes.
Oh dear me, what was the weather like then?
Oh, it's nice, lovely, like this.
Wow.
But they eventually sort of decided that it's time to come and get me. So the first boat that picked us up was the first small one. And then I went from a small boat to the next big boat, and then the next big one, and the next big one, until I got on the biggest one, and then the helicopter came and picked us up.
Oh, what was it like in the helicopter?
I never went in the helicopter, they left us dangling on the wire.
Oh dear me.
But it was fun.
So you've really been put through it then?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my first exercise. Southend was, at the time, one of the busiest stations in the country.
Yeah.
It was not unusual to have 4 or 5 calls in a day.
Right. So I see back in the port there, you've got, there's another little boat, I forget what you call it, I can't remember what you call
The
it.
Aberdeen.
Yeah, what's going on with that little boat then?
She's the old boat that was always at this station.
Right.
Because of all the new rules and regulations, she doesn't quite comply as well with those rules and regulations for rescue boats.
And this is the one that you sail out on now when you're going out on your calls?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was also, some of the equipment on board, it was getting very, very expensive to maintain.
Well, I bet it is, yeah.
So we decided that you can't always keep throwing money at boats, small old boats. So it was decided to look around for something else.
There. Oh, it's nothing important. Do you have sleeping compartments in this boat then? I mean,
there's places where you can sit down
you know,
and sleep if you want.
right. Do you ever take any casualties down here or down below?
Oh yeah, the normal casualty.
Yeah.
The main sort of first aid station for them
Right.
area is in the forward cabin.
So I take it you'll have a first aider in the crew as well?
You've actually got a paramedic.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good then, isn't it? So we definitely are in safe hands then, Mark. Yeah.
We've also got we have a station doctor who is on call at any time of day.
Right.
So if we have any concerns, we can always give them a call.
So there's lots of other little boats along in here as well, isn't there? Yeah.
And you've got a few of the bigger ships
Wow,
which are working in the first one is an old oil tanker. He's been here.
All right.
He's been arrested and he's here for a long time.
I'm sure there was one came in this morning, Mark. I'm sure it was from Sweden, a big cargo ship.
Only this one, the green one.
Yes, that's right. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been following that one on Vessel Treks. And I read it was coming in today, so I thought, right, I've got to get on that one. So that's the one there, a big cargo ship, yes?
Yes, it is.
So what will that carry then?
I'm not sure what that one's going. It looks like he's got cement on him. See, he's got a bit of a black pipeline that's going off it.
All right.
It could well be carrying bulk cement. What they do is they transport it. Just like a liquid, but it's dry powder.
Yeah. So did that one come in this morning?
I think so.
I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is the one actually. This one's an old one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one in front of me. Wow. So it's actually a big port than Blyth, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Last year it had more shipments in and out the river than Newcastle.
And this is the cargo ship that carries cement. Wow, look at the length of that. What length is that? How big is that, Mark? The Monas, how big is that? It's really long.
Enjoy that one. Probably about 100 metres, 110 at the most.
In the sky.
Yeah, I must say. You get to see everything when you're on here. But they're out to do their job. Right, here's an interesting question for you, Mark.
Yeah.
What happens if you get a call now?
We'll be back to the jetty, we'll unload the people as fast as they can,
Yeah.
and then we'll be off.
Wow.
We could be back at the jetty.
So it's the case of getting us back there safely,
Yes.
getting our life jackets off, and then
Yep.
you zooming out again.
Yes.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen, eh?
That could be interesting.
That's it, that could be.
The tug here, the Osprey thing.
Look at this one.
Oh my god.
Ooh, this big.
That one,
Right, please. Your turn.
Are you enjoying it, folks? Are you enjoying it? You enjoying it, kids?
Camera, Grace. Say hiya.
Go and wave. Good.
Right, I spy. Your turn, right? Right. Last nice. Whoa.
that boat,
Yeah.
I could put that on the deck of my last ship, sideways on, and it still
Really?
wouldn't overhang the
My
edges.
God, how big was your last ship?
300 metres long,
Wow.
like 50
What's
metres
this
wide.
one in port for then?
Same thing as the other. It's the same type as the survey boat.
Yeah, are they all cargo ships?
Not all of them. This one's a cargo ship. That one's a survey boat and supply.
All right, yeah.
These other ones are cable layers and underwater specialists. The little
Just
black
for the
one,
sake of the video, how big is Blyth Port?
it's pretty important. It's not as big as Newcastle, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's the only deep water port on the Northumberland coast that's open for 24 hours a day.
All right.
Every other port on the Northumberland coast is tidal.
Right. You don't realise, you know, what goes on, do you really? And you know,
From here northwards, the next proper deep water port is Blyth in Edinburgh.
I see. Oh no, he's just. The little girl was interested in coming. I think she's trying to be a crew woman.
We'll take anyone.
Really? Then that means you'll take me.
Yeah. As long as you pass all the fitness tests and the
Well, that's it.
a bit.
So what sort of fitness test do you have to go through then?
Well, we have a. Obviously, you've got to be physically fit enough to be able to
Yeah.
put up with the rigours of some of the conditions we go out in. To be able to monitor that, we're required to have what they call an ML5 or an ENG1,
Right.
which is a standard medical certificate for all seafarers.
Yeah.
The ENG1 is normally for anyone who wants to go worldwide, whereas the ML5 is restricted to coastal waters. And that's just a guideline to say that
Right.
yeah, you've
So
got 2 legs and 2 arms.
anybody wants to join the crew, where can they get in touch with you then?
They can get in touch with me at the cafeteria.
Right.
We've got application forms there if they want to fill in an application form, and then either myself or Andy, the other coxswain, will get
And
back.
do you have a phone number they could contact you with?
It's all on the
On your website?
Yeah.
Right.
Where you can contact me on my mobile.
Right. For obvious reasons, we won't give out Mark's mobile phone on air.
And it could cost you a fortune because I travel a lot.
Right. So, if you would like to join this happy